able to equip a pair of rocket boots and fly literally anywhere in build mode. Because honestly, I would want to do that. But sadly, as far as we know, it isn't actually possible. But I'm lying. It is possible because that is what we're going to be building today, guys. We're going to be building a pair of rocket boots that will literally allow us to fly anywhere, including the end. So yeah, this is going to be one crazy build. Now, starting things off, guys, let's be honest. There is something we have to start off with, and that's a pair of rocket boots. I mean, what are we going to do without a pair of rocket boots if we want to use a pair of rocket boots? So, starting things off, what we're going to do is we're going to build ourselves a little bit of a building platform to get started. And this right here shall be it. So, the way I want these to look is really like cartoony. Like, I want there to be actual rockets strapped to the side of them. So, yeah, the way I'm going to have to decide that is going to be pretty interesting. Now, luckily, my feet both look the same. I hope yours also both look the same because that will make this a lot easier, guys. We're going to have to build one boot, and with the one boot, we can turn it into two boots, or we'll just clone. So yeah, guys, starting off, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna glue myself stuck, and that's gonna allow me to actually pretty much copy the shape of my foot. So yeah, we're gonna just go layer by layer, making it a little bit thicker every single time. So yeah, guys, what I'm doing right now is I'm just creating small little square boxes around all of my individual body parts, just to make sure that there's no part of it that actually clips, just like that. So I've created this shape just now. I can delete that, and as you can see, that right there is gonna have to be the shape of our boots, and it should theoretically look perfect. So yeah, now that we have that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start actually building the boot itself. Now, for the materials, I mean, what else should we use than metal? I mean, how could you even build a rocket boot without using metal? I mean, would it even work? I don't think it would. Now, the exact way I'm gonna have to do this is gonna be a little bit interesting because my foot is round. I am not great at building round things, but I'm just gonna do the same technique that I've literally used for every other round thing I've ever built, so it should turn out all right, guys, so I just created like this half circle thing, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna clone this, and then I'm also gonna clone the bottom piece of the foot, which is gonna be the first thing we build, and I'm pretty much just gonna be what is the word, creating this circle here around the actual boot shape. Also, I'm gonna be deleting every other piece just because that makes it like a gazillion times easier to work with. Now that right there is actually starting to look like a pretty good boot shape, so let's finalize this. Oh wow, that is starting to look really pretty. All right, now let's actually make this good looking. No, actually, I don't really care about being too accurate here, so I'm actually gonna use skill 0 just to make it pretty much just perfect. Yep, that is looking really, really good. Now let's see how it looks around my foot. Oh man, it is good. I mean, could I be asking for anything better than that? I mean, it really is just looking pretty much perfect. Like, it goes perfectly around the foot. And then what I'm kind of thinking about doing next up is gonna be pretty simple as well. All I should have to do is clone this up and then just move this around the next part of my foot. You know what? This might just straight up already become the ankle piece. I mean, that is looking kind of sick, dude. What? Okay, I can make it a little bit thinner. I can make it a bit thinner. But other than that, I mean, I am really pleased with this. Yeah, that is actually looking perfect. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do, I guess. All right, guys. So now that we've pretty much figured out the exact design that we're going with, I mean, honestly, I think this is starting to look sick. The only thing I really want to do is make this a good bit taller. But yeah, it is just turning into a absolutely sick custom boot. So that right there is where I think I want to put the rockets. Yes, baby. So yeah, those will be the rocket spots. The place where that goes right there. That's where the rockets are gonna go. Now, there's a couple of gaps right here, so I'm actually gonna fill those in real quick. Also, one thing I don't like at all is how that right there looks really awkward with the cutoff. Like, it's like really sharp. So I'm actually gonna place like 45-degree pieces right there, and I'm just gonna custom fit these in there just with like skill tool 0. Yeah, that is already starting to look a whole lot better right there. I mean, this is sick. Actually, wait, you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing here. Round off those corners right there as well. Just looks a whole lot better. Oh yeah, baby. All right, that is right there. That is going to be the shape of our rocket boots. That is perfect. All right, guys. So next up, what we're going to have to figure out is exactly how it is that we're going to build these rockets. Because honestly, I haven't really thought about that yet. Neither have I really thought about how it is that I'm going to fly. Which is interesting. It's admittedly a pretty important part of this build. Okay, these are really big. Part of me was just thinking I'll strap these to them, but that is way too big. Oh boy, that actually, can I skill these? I can't skill these. Yeah, that just looks wrong. That doesn't look right. Dang it. All right, guys, I'm just going to make my very own tiny rockets. Why not? All right, baby, we got our rockets right here. Oh, baby, that is perfect. Yeah, dude, that is just perfect. Yep, that right there is a rocket boot if I have ever seen one, dude. That is lovely. Now, if you thought that was the final feature of this rocket boot,
You'd be an idiot.
I've got some pretty cool stuff prepared. So yeah, guys, when I actually place these right here, which are, just regular torches, as you can see, it comes with this beautiful fire particle. Now, when I place these upside down and make them invisible, they just turn into fire. They just give me fire, okay? And it looks amazing. I'll lower them a little bit. Yeah, that's more like it, dude. That is just gorgeous. All right, guys, so now that we have the boots actually made, I'm actually not sure about this, but I think if I maybe paint these, then... Okay, nothing happens. Never mind. I thought something would change, but it didn't. All right, guys, so now that we have the actual boot made, the next thing to do is to figure out exactly how it is that we're gonna fly. Now, after thinking for a little bit, I think I have a pretty good idea. And now, guys, because there is one thing that I really, really badly wanted to be able to do, and that is to walk in the air, which, believe it or not, isn't like too hard to do. After just thinking for a little bit, there was actually something that instantly sprung to mind, and it might have sprung to your mind as well. And that is to do a little something like this. It is a bit of a modification of this glitch that pretty much everyone and their mom has been doing, where you use a hinge to pretty much walk in the air. Now, there are some really clever ways of actually doing this. I'm just doing it the very stupid people way, which is just literally grabbing a block, a hinge, and a cake to attach it to myself. And when I anchor this, as you guys can see, it gives me the ability to actually walk in the air, which I think just looks beautiful. But guys, there's one kind of frustrating property about this, and that is that I'm constantly going up in the air. And when I jump, I go up really, really fast, which is actually, funnily enough, not something I really want. I want to be able to go up and down. So what I wanted to see is if I can figure out a way to allow myself to stop walking on the block and restart walking on the block, so that way I can actually go up and down. So with this weird looking contraption, I think I might actually be able to do just that. And let me show you why that is. Pretty much when I do this, as you can see, oh my God, I'm actually, okay, things are going a little bit wonky. But yeah, when I press this lever, as you can see, I pretty much fall back to the ground, which is exactly what I wanted to be able to do. Also, gotta make that collision off. And yeah, this is starting to become a pretty lovely contraption right here. Now, guys, to actually fix the issue of the block here rotating, which I don't want it to do, by the way, I should be able to add another hinge right here and just simply connect this one to the other one. So yeah, guys, as you can see, we can currently walk in the air whenever it is we want. Now, we are very slightly going up, but I can totally deal with that, all right? This right here is just beautiful. I mean, look at this. If I make everything invisible, it literally looks like I'm playing in God mode. But guys, simply at any moment, I can decide to activate that piston, and it pretty much disables the entire device. And I can just go back down to wherever it is I want to be on, like the ground. Now, guys, actually, one little fun side effect of actually this build that I've made, it means that I can't die in water. And honestly, if you have rocket boots, why would you die in water? You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, guys. So I just decided to do like this little test where I was like, you know what would it work like if I actually decided to strap, some way of moving forward to my machine? And dude, look at this. First off, let's start flying and then let's activate. Guys, we can sprint in the middle of the air at a hyperspeed. This looks ridiculous. And honestly, it only makes sense for our hyper boots. Like, I mean, what else would make sense? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is amazing. All right, so with that, it's about time that I built the actual, boot equipping machine thing. Honestly, shouldn't be too difficult. I think what I should be able to do is just simply do something like this. Center myself, delete the chair, fully glue myself stuck, and then just simply grab these rocket boots and equip them to my feet, right? All right, guys, so actually, because this is just the way I've made it pretty much, makes it so that I actually have to do a little bit of a change here. There's only going to be one rocket on each side, but it should be fine. All right, baby, there it is. That is looking beautiful. So I'm going to lower them both just a little bit. All right, guys, so the only thing I should have left to do is to pretty much attach these things to my feet. Now, that shouldn't actually be all too difficult because I should theoretically be able to do this by simply gluing them. Boom and boom, baby. There we go. I'm going to save this before I do anything else. All right, dude. It is actually starting to look really, really good. This is amazing. Okay, so the only thing I have left to do now is to just simply make the equipping station itself, which, if you didn't know, is stupid easy. Now that I have these bad boys attached to my feet, all I need to do is sit down in this chair once, place 2 blocks right here with match rotation on, boom, boom, and anchor everything off. And that's it. That's actually the entire thing done. Delete the butter blocks, delete the jetpack, and just get out of the chair. And that right there, boys, is the equipping station itself. Let's go. Oh my God, this is starting to get real. So now that we've officially gotten rid of everything else but our boots, it is time to put these bad boys on. All right, baby, let's get this freaking thing equipped. Sit down in the chair, guys, and easy as pie, all we need to do is place 2 butter blocks right there. Actually, one thing I'm going to quickly do is place a button here at the equipping station, so that way things actually don't link to the stuff over there, the butter blocks that I placed, because that's actually super annoying. All right, that's more like it. Okay, place 2 butter blocks right there, delete that, and I'm just going to make these invisible and collision off, and anchor them, delete this, make this all unanchored, and right now we are walking around with a pair of rocket boots, dude, and they look amazing. Now, we're going to make this even crazier by sitting down in this chair right here, placing a cake there as we, expected to. Then we're gonna, we're gonna delete the chair and hide the cake. Unanchor everything, and it broke. Oh, that is collision. I'm an idiot. All right, baby, there it is. Okay, I messed something up. There was a piece uncollisioned that it should be collision. So when everything gets unanchored, we've got ourselves a pair of working hover boots, baby. Now, this build is just absolutely gorgeous. Now, guys, you might be wondering, what are these 2 buttons on the back? Well, the top one, when I hold it, I gain super speed, baby. I start running literally at the speed of freaking light. Honestly, the button on the bottom isn't quite as exciting, but it is a really nice feature to have, especially because otherwise there would be no way to drop. When I hold it, I'm going to go down. When I stop holding it, I'll go back up. So when I hold it, I go down. When I stop holding it, I start just floating again. Dude, this is one of the best builds I've ever made. This is incredible. No, I got to start going down a little bit. I ended up getting a little bit high up, but let's speed our way all the way to the end. Wait, actually, first I should just have a look around, see what other people are doing. Actually, one thing I might just quickly do real quick here is make these 75% invisible, so that way they don't stand out quite as much. Wow, my God, that's so epic. Yes. It is very epic. Well, I'll see you later, buddy. I'm gonna speed my way to the end. Dude, the way this actually controls is so good. All right, let's run to the end. Let's just freaking do this, Let's do what we've all been waiting for. Is it possible to use these boots to run all the way to the flippin' end, baby?
Now look at all these rocks. Imagine getting hit by them. You'd be an absolute idiot.
Now, honestly, this kind of just straight up feels like I'm cheating, because this is like, there's nothing that could even hit me. This is so good.
Oh, how nice is it to just be able to walk to the end, instead of having to do all that stupid boating.
Ah! There's a freaking bowling ball that got launched towards my face. Oh my goodness me. This is not good. No! How would that even happen? No! Oh my goodness me, man. Oh my God. Well, guys, that is going to be it for my rocket boots. If you haven't already, subscribe.